we're coming to the last big talk for today, also by Holger, which is about Chameleon, trying OpenPGP in Rust. And yeah, the stage is yours.
Hello. Nice to see you again. This is not a big talk, this is a small talk. The topic is Chameleon, trying out Sequoia the easy way, OpenPGP written in Rust. So you might know me, but you might not know that I used PGP before I used Debian. I was also there in 1997 when PGP, the original source code, was exported from the US as a book because it was arms munition, and then it was OCR'd at HIP 97 in the Netherlands. I don't know much about Rust. I do know a lot about Debian packages and processes, however. And I also don't know much about Sequoia still. And all the bugs in this talks are mine. No one from Sequoia or anyone else has reviewed these slides. So about you. Who is using PGP? gnupg, sorry, gnupg, and still everyone. Who has heard about Sequoia? Oh, many people. Who has heard about Sequoia Chameleon? A few. Who is using Sequoia or has tried? 5 people out of 40 or 30. Who is using OpenPGP but neither gnupg or Sequoia? No one. Okay. So Sequoia. First, some transparency notes. I've been freelancing since November to a few hours per month to work on Sequoia. What's nice, I can also do work on the general Rust ecosystem. That's very nice from the PEP Foundation in this case. I've done about 100 uploads since November. Most of them were prepared by Alexander Kjell, Capitol IRC. And there were also 70 new processings involved, and that mostly went very smooth, many thanks to the FTP team. New is not as horrible as many people say, in my experience. And also many thanks to DKG, Daniel Ken Gilmore. He did lots of discussions, bug reports, testings, and much more. That's very nice. So PGP and GPG. In the distant past, there was PGP, the software. Today, PGP basically means when somebody says PGP, it meant OpenPGP as in the standards. And besides gnupg and Sequoia PGP, there's at least 10 other implementations in various languages. There's a different implementation in Rust also. There's a Java, JavaScript, I don't know what else. And Sequoia packages are maintained in the Rust packages team with Alexander and myself as uploaders. And DKG did some work in the Sequoia packages in the past, and he's still doing GPG maintenance, but he wants to stay away from, get away from this more and more, concentrate on the standard work, as I understand him, which is, I think, very sensible. And that was the introduction part. So originally I had one idea for this talk, and this was, hello world, apt install gpg from Sequoia, the end. So I would like you to all remember this. And as I know you are very capable, you can remember 2 things. Install gpg from Sequoia and gpg-v from Sequoia, which is gpg verify. You can do one or both or either. So Sequoia is written in Rust. Rust is memory safe and has all these other advantages, which I will not repeat here. But yeah, that's very good. So Sequoia is meant as a library mostly. And there's Sequoia, the command line tool, and Chameleon are front end of this. It's meant to be very robust and a good citizen also. So this is more as a forward. And this is not a talk about Sequoia, but just about Chameleon. And 2 things about Sequoia. So there is a SQ binary, which is, and this has many subcommands. and you can install them with apt as well. And there's also Octopus, which is a RNP implementation for Thunderbird, so you don't have to use GPG in Thunderbird neither if you don't want to. Octopus is only available and unstable at the moment because of failing tests on PowerPC 64EL, but will be in Trixie eventually. So this is about Chameleon. So what is Chameleon? Chameleon is the alternative implementation of a tool following the gnupg command line interface. It's directly taken from the package description, and it's meant to be a drop-in replacement using Sequoia as a backend. And the goal is to be 100% feature and bug compatible where sensible. And it uses GPG's keyring, so if you have a keyring, and the Chameleon will use it, but you can also use more sophisticated key management from Sequoia if you want to. And more documentation is also being worked on for Chameleon and Sequoia in general. It's not available yet, but it's been written at the moment. And if you do upcache search Chameleon gpg, you will find the Chameleon-gnupg meta package, which is a bit historic. That was the first Chameleon packages, and we split it now into gpg-sq and gpg-v-sq, which are the two binaries, like gnupg and gpg-v. And these packages only contain the binaries. You can install them and your system will behave as it always behaved. But if you install gpg-from-sq or gpg-v-from-sq, those packages will divert user bin gpg or user bin gpg-v. Afterwards, if you install these, afterwards you will not be using gnupg from G10 code anymore, but from Sequoia. And this is available in Trixie now. So on all my Trixie production system, which admittedly are not that many, but I have some, I did install them and am using them now. And the first thing I tested was apt-get remove it to get the original GPG back in case there are problems. And so this works. It will revert the diversion and your system will be the same. And so you can. If few people of you tried this out, this talk was successful. Thank you, the end. Almost. So more things people did, and I did them too, was run apt-update to test gpg-v. And yay, it runs into a bug. It's a harmless bug, but it's still annoying. It clutters the interface. Julian Claude, the apt maintainer, was very happy how strict Sequoia is, so the new apt can deal with this, and it does not hinder any work. Then I tried debsign, and it worked. Yay. And then I wanted to do one upload with that, and Chameleon fails to build currently because of something in the Rust ecosystem. So Matthias asked me to sponsor something else. And yeah, I can do this. And I tried an upload, and that failed. Because I have two private keys. One is not usable anymore. It's my old one. And so debsign failed with, there's two keys. I don't know which to take. And gnupg deals with that. Chameleon didn't yet. I have not filed a bug because I noted this like 1 hour before. But this is being addressed. And if it wouldn't work, to my do with the upload, then I just removed Chameleon, really. Did the upload, and then I installed Chameleon again. What also worked is decrypting a text file. I did that without realizing I was using Chameleon, because this is just my workflows on these Trixie systems as well. So that's kind of nice. And more things I hope people will do is install gpg from Sequoia and report bugs. And maybe also install Sequoia, the command line tool itself. And this is really the end. Thank you.
All right, so we'll be taking questions now, and yeah, let's start here.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you for this talk, because otherwise I wouldn't have known that gpg-from-sq has reached the stage when it can mostly run the system and it mostly works. Why I'm saying that, because I'm not sure if it was a year or 2 years ago, we were looking for a replacement for gpg-v in Apertis, which is a Debian derivative. For legal compliance reasons, we were using GPG from very old GPG release, and we needed to replace it with something more modern. And we eventually settled on Sequoia as a replacement. And at that point, gpg-v, as implemented by Sequoia, couldn't work with apt. We had to write a wrapper to ignore more of those unsupported options and other things. So right now, apparently just this one, and it looks great that we've already reached the stage that we can actually do this. So thank you to you for this talk, and obviously to the Sequoia developers for improving it. No, not a question, sorry.
It's way better than a question, because I'll probably not be able to answer that many questions. So.
Quick question. You said it's supposed to be, or in the future, supposed to be feature complete with gnupg. What about OpenPGP smart card support?
That is supported by Sequoia. I'm not sure how a Chameleon behaves with that.
Okay, so I guess I will just try and...
I think it should just work, because Sequoia supports it.
Okay.
It doesn't? Have you tried recently? Just now. Okay. It doesn't work. Then please file a bug.
Holger, I have a very basic question. Why are you trying to replace gnupg?
Because it's written in C.
The language.
Yeah, in the language.
Okay.
And C has various problems over the years. And
I understand that the basics. So basically, it's a memory safety concern.
Among others, yes. And also to have the design better, because GPG is designed or grown from a command line tool, and Sequoia is aimed to be a library which should be easily to integrate into other applications. There should be bindings for other languages and stuff. So it's more than just changing the language.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Are there more questions?
Then please use it and file bugs.